Picking the correct broker can often be a costly and lengthy experience, but today we're going to be comparing two brokers to decide which one is the best. None of this is financial advice, but without further ado, let's dive into the video. So we're going to be comparing invidiaTrade with MySway Markets, and on the surface, let's just take a look at both of these websites to decide which one gives off the better impression and therefore the quality of the broker as a whole. First off, we have invidiaTrade, and we can see that yes, they have all of the information here along this top menu bar, as well as a showing of all of the platforms you can trade on, support button, and a very nice looking landing page that's very on brand in terms of its design. Now let's go over to Sway Markets. This looks interesting, it looks okay, but they're not really displaying that much information about what they do and what assets you can actually invest in here. For example, if we do go to invidiaTrade, we can actually go here and see, okay, these are all of the assets you can trade. We can click this and then see that yes, pairs and stocks are here. We have a list of everything that you can trade here on the Nvidia site. Whereas on MySway, you can't really see it anywhere. You'd have to go all the way to the FAQs, what assets can I trade on Sway Market, and then it's going to give us a short description of basically saying, hey, we do forex, some cryptos, and commodities and indices. Whereas if we do go to invidiaTrade, it gives us a list of the exact assets, really goes in depth here on what assets we can trade. And if we're looking at cryptos, these guys do all of the top cryptos out here. So when we're talking about what you can trade here on the site, and the display of the site, I definitely think invidiaTrade is winning so far in terms of the information they're providing. Now, what about account types? This will include fees, leverage, this kind of stuff, spread, and obviously commission there as well. If we're looking at invidiaTrade, we can see that yes, you do have a leverage of up to 500x, which is pretty decent. And then you've got typical spreads of 0.8 pips, which is incredibly low. And then obviously, if you go to the Pro, you can see that that spread is even lower. When it comes to commission per lot, we can see $8 and $9 for the Pro. Whereas if we go to MySway Markets, we can see that they don't really have any information besides this section here, which doesn't show us any spreads. It doesn't really show us any prices and differences between the Pro account and the standard account. So on the surface here, yeah, Sway Markets does not look like it's a winner in terms of a broker that we would want to use. Whereas invidiaTrade, we can see we have all of the information right here. We can see that we can trade over 200 pairs. We've got the leverage, we've got the spreads, and we can even see the types of global markets that we can trade on as well. But what about platforms to trade on here? Well, we can see with invidiaTrade that yes, we do have TradingView implementation. They have MetaTrader Cloud 4 and 5. They have Cloud Vision X and CloudTraderView, all platforms that we can trade on here using the invidiaTrade broker. So this is fantastic. This is really what you want to see. And then if we go over to MySway Markets, it doesn't really show us that much. We could probably connect this to MetaTrader, but it's really going to be a search and find kind of thing rather than actually knowing what these guys are providing here. So a very basic site from Sway Markets, and from Nvidia's side, I would just say this broker looks fantastic. And from my point of view, using invidiaTrade in the past, I would say that yes, this is definitely a good pick for a broker. If we look at the sign up page here, we can see that yes, the invidiaTrade sign up gives us two options, individual or corporate. Let's select individual here. And then you can see a very simple form here that we just fill out, and yeah, pretty easy to understand. Everything is aligned very nicely. Whereas on MySway, we can see that the image here isn't even loading, and we're getting very basic information here without much guidance when it comes to the sign-up process. So overall, it's going to be invidiaTrade winning this broker battle right now. Definitely check it out in the description, guys, because these guys have super fast speed for their trading. They have super cheap spreads. And you can see with the different packages, you can also trade on a bunch of different markets as well here at 500x leverage, which I think is fantastic for trading everything here. That's gonna be it from me. Have a fantastic day. Check this one out in the description. I'll see you in the next video.